Hello stock traders, I hope all of you are having a fantastic Monday morning. In this video, I am going to give you a fresh top 7 video with price targets and also do a review of all the insider swing plays from the previous week and how it did. Anyway, let's get into this video and get going. But before I get going, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. I do have a Patreon group. I have a link in the description down below. If you want my immediate call outs, that is the place to get them. And just keep in mind that I'm not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence and be responsible for your own trades. But in there, I always follow a strategy. Each and every stock pick that I have has a strategy attached to it and a win rate and what I expect from that stock. Over the last year, so far year to date, my personal portfolio following these picks is up 170.52%. So far it's been a fantastic year. Looking forward to a fantastic 2022. And you might take a look at that Patreon group. I'd love to see you in there for that year coming up. All right, let's get into this. Let's start by reviewing the different stocks that are sold this last week. And so let's start with the insiders. Sold PLYA for a 5.17% gain. Sold SGHT for a 1.84% loss. Sold CPNG for a 0.53% gain. Sold OLMA for a 13.73% gain. Sold PRTY for a 13.76% gain. Sold XM for a 5.10% gain. On Thursday, sold LOCL for a 13.46% loss. That one just did not work out. That was really unfortunate. Also on Thursday, sold WRBY for a 3.85% gain. On Friday, sold CLR for a 3.12% loss. And DOCU for a 5.37% gain. So that was 7 wins out of 10 total picks, for an average gain per pick of 2.91%. This strategy has averaged a 70% win rate with an average gain per pick of 3% per pick. Please stay till the end of the video. Number 1 pick is something that is brand new, and so I haven't even talked to anyone about it. Just did some research on it this weekend, and it's one I'm going to kind of talk about, and you're going to hear it here first. All right, long-term strategy. Don't have any PDUFAs to report. Sold this last week, but sold a couple of these long-term strategy picks. And I have this level where it's basic plus the long-term picks for $35 a month. They're very affordable, and these long-term picks are just really safe stocks that you earn dividends on. Most of them are the dividend strategy. I do have some buyback strategy stocks in there. But you know, it's just about holding it for a long period of time, appreciating, getting dividends, and so on and so forth. But there does come an exit point every once in a while that could happen. Sold HRL this week for a 7.21% gain, and sold HPQ for a 5.75% gain. So that was 2 out of 2, 100%. Average gain per pick of 6.48%. Let's quickly look at the SPY and see how things are going. The market has definitely been doing better over the last few days. It has been this crazy whipsaw. But as you can see here, we had this massive wave 1. We've had this pullback, and I believe that we're in the start of wave 3. There's some people talking some really negative things about the stock market, and there's definitely some stacked, lots of fear in the market. But that is typically when the market squeezes upwards, when there's lots of fear. So the things to watch for, I think we're going to continue to move higher. But a lot of people think that we're really going to be falling down lower, and they got, you know, they've looked at this chart and counted this, and they think that this is a time of it. And definitely there's lots of fear out there. You know, there's inflation, there's lots of stuff going on. But the things to watch for is going to be this 50 SMA. So if we get down below here, right now it is currently at 457 or just below that. So that's an area to watch for sure. If we get below that, that would be very concerning. We could see a pullback. So this could be a ABC correction about to start. I don't think so. I like it more as a wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3 moving upwards in a longer term time frame here. But yeah, there's some stacks. You know, there's tapering talk and all this other stuff. But, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm overly optimistic, but I'm watching the levels, and that is one thing you have to do as a trader. You have to watch the levels. If we break this 50 SMA, then that is a bad sign, and that it is almost confirmation that we'd be coming down. But if we hit all new all-time highs, that's more of a confirmation of a bullish run all the way up to possibly 480 and even 500, maybe by the end of the year out of the S&P 500, out of the SPY ETF. Well, let's get into these stocks. Take a look. I got a lot of new levels and things I'm kind of trying out. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of them. Let's start with number 7. Is Safehold, ticker symbol SAFE. This has been on the list forever and has gone nowhere. This is an insider swing play, and you can see I have some different targets up here of some resistance. The very first target, $75.50. The second target is $77.50, and the third target is $81 up here. So iStar continues to load shares. This is 10% owner of Safehold, and Safehold just had its 100th land lease, and so there's some big things that are happening for the company, but these are some definite levels of resistance. We got to get above this 50 SMA to get going on here. My average in at $73.50. I've had this for quite a while. Since calling this out is down 2.69%, even though iStar is buying shares just about every day. That's a lot of buying pressure. There's still been more selling pressure, so there must be some people exiting the stock. It's crazy that it hasn't moved, but as long as that insider activity is going on and it hasn't hit my exit point as part of my strategy, then it's not time to sell it. And so I'm going to continue to hold it and move on. All right, let's go to the next pick. Number 6 on the list is AQST. This is Aquestive Therapeutics. This is a PDUFA run-up play. First price target I have for this level of resistance is $5.55. Second is this $6.40 up here. You can see these different lines that are defined for sure. Moving upwards, I'm expecting a push upwards as we get closer to the December 23rd PDUFA date. So that is coming up, and I expect there to be some excitement. My average in this is terrible. I have a $6.18 average. Since calling this out, it's down 18.87%, but it's starting to show some signs of life. It had a decent week this last week, and looking forward to it moving upwards finally. All right, let's go to number 5. And number 5 is Bitfarm. Ticker symbol BITF, and in my opinion, this is the best value of the Bitcoin miners that are currently on the market. In my opinion, much better than Mara or Riot, and the reason is because of value. There's so much value here. Their hash rate per market cap is by far better than Hut, Riot, or Mara. Much, much better. $7.25 is my average. Since calling this out is down 23.03%. That is what's going on with Bitcoin pulling back like it has. This has moved downwards along with it. My very first target here that you can see here, level resistance is $6.71. The next level is up here at $8.40. And I have an overall price target for $20 a share. I have high conviction in this play. This is a long-term hold for me. Lots of questions. I got this last week about averaging down in this position. And here's the question you need to ask yourself if you're going to average down. You do not want to average down on a stock and then sell it for a loss within 30 days. Why? Because you would create a wash sale rule and would not be able to claim that loss on your taxes, which could be disastrous. So for that reason, if you are not long-term in a stock, this is just me personally, I would never average down in that stock. And I want you to know a lot of professional traders, they do not do that. They don't average down on a stock and sell it for a loss because of wash sale rules and such and so forth. And you need to be mindful of those and understand the laws and rules, especially as we're getting towards the end of the year, of being able to claim that loss on your taxes. And so you have to be kind of careful and not just arbitrarily move into another stock. Also, I've never been a fan of averaging down on a stock because I don't want to increase a losing position. I usually have a plan for how much percentage points I'm going to put in a particular stock, and I don't want to go over that amount and then lose out on potential profits that I had for my portfolio set aside for that. And so that's just how I go. I have different percentages that I look for in what I'm looking to do. Okay, so let's go on to the next. The next one is going to be XERS Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol XERS. This is number 4. This is a PDUFA run-up play. First price target is up here at $2.38, and then we have another level of resistance up here at $2.63. Beyond that, it is a race to moving upwards. This is a January 1st PDUFA date. Anyway, this stock had a fantastic week. It was a really good week. This moved way up. And so my average in it's $2.20 since calling this out is up 0.91%. Anyway, it's looking really good, and approval upcoming for a Cushing's drug, hopefully, on this one. Looking forward for a good move. Now, the next stock is one I sold last week, and then I bought it back. I sold it for a profit. I decided to buy this stock back on heavy insider activity. Okay, so this is Warby Parker, ticker symbol WRBY. This is an insider swing play. The first price target I have for this is $53.40. Another price target for $59.63 up here. I like this stock because of massive insider activity, and it has had insider activity over and over and over again. This time I bought in at $47.30. Since calling this out is down 1.48%. So you haven't missed anything. If you're watching this on YouTube, this might be a good idea, a good opportunity to get in on it. This is a fantastic value. Big insider purchasing on it, so lots of belief behind it and the officers of the company. And so I feel good about buying into a stock that has officers loading on it. All right, number 2, and this one's brand new. Number 2 is EVRG, ticker symbol EVRG. This is an insider swing play. My average in at $66.95. Since calling this out, it is down 0.01%, so just barely. You can see it's at $66.94, and I bought it at like $66.94.67 or something stupid like that as my average, and so only down 0.01. Pretty much even, so you know this one has a lot of room to run in my opinion. This one is forming kind of a rocket pattern, so I really like it for this reason. John Wilder is buying big, so we came down to the support level and popped back up above it, have come down to this initial resistance, and now I'm expecting this to move up, especially with John Wilder loading shares big. So this rocket pattern is intact, and I think that this one has a lot of potential to move up this next week. Also, with the sector that they're in, I think this one's going to do very well. Okay, let's go to number 1. Number 1, I have not bought into yet, so I've done the research on it. I'm telling you about it, and it's coming out on this Monday video. And at the time of when this video comes out, I'm probably going to be seeing if I can catch a good deal on shares in the AM on this one. So this is ridiculously fresh. I don't typically do this. I like to wait a little bit, but this one is one that I like for a big move. This is an insider swing play. First price target I have for this is $14.40. Now, I may sell it before I get to my price target. I sell stocks when they don't fit my strategy anymore. If it hits its exit point per my strategy, I will sell it. The only way to get exacts on what my strategy is on that is to be a premium member in our Discord. So another level I really like on this one is right at $21.30. And David Rosen bought shares, and 3 days in a row, averaging between 717 and 758. Really thinks that this is way oversold, and I would agree. 13 on the daily RSI. I mean, you look at the news here, there's just nothing. Radius cut to underweight after a patch study miss. I mean, yes, it had a miss. I hear you, but this is ridiculous. This stock was $23 not very long ago. Insiders going in, I feel very confident that this is an extremely oversold position. The insiders know when the stock at their company, they know what their company is worth, and when they see it drop like this and take an opportunity and buy shares like David Rosen did, I mean millions and millions of dollars put into this when it hit down at this low. This is very, very oversold. So I like this one for a move upwards. It may not even get to here. It might take a while to fill to get up to that, so it might take a very long time. But I am confident that with the insider activity reported that we will see a definite bounce and move upwards. And so that's why I'm in the stock. That's why I like it. I like it for a move upwards based upon those reasons. I wish you all the best on the stock market. Please reach out to me with any comments in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. Please have a strategy behind every stock that you get in. Anyway, let's have a great week. And Raythoven out.